I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You look at this Bears defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 8. On the give, here's McBride. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Cousins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go.
Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces, because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
2nd down and 6 now. To throw is Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Alontae Taylor. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A run here with McBride. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Cousins now from the 50. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. First down. Here's Cousins. Open man. He's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Hawkinson exploded after a surprising in-division trade from the Lions to the Vikings in 2022. Averaged 6 catches a game in his new digs and finished 2nd among NFL tight ends in yards and catches. Could lead the league with a full year in Minnesota.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
You got a mini base. Why not? Right.
3rd and 2, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 72 yards. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. To throw, Cousins. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Able to get this one to McBride. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Cousins again. Complete. Jefferson the target. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as he's across midfield to the 48. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McBride. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
2nd down, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this 1st half. We'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, son. Angel, Angel, Angel.
Gibson again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Bears at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Test. Butt strike. Go.
Fields now to throw. Touchdown Bears! Turnout moving. 26 yards. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to McBride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's McBride. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
11. Nelson. Out.
Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Following the interception, Cousins out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Cousins now. Over the middle, complete. That's McBride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. We're good.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Hey, Ken. Madden.
A shotgun snap, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with Gibson. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And the Bears are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
Losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here we go.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Fields changing the play. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we
How
go.
crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
It's all right. Hey, never mind. Monday. Go.
Here's Fields. And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And talk about built to run the football, whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football. Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
First down. Here's Cousins. He finds his man complete. It's McBride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Cousins now from the 50. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's McBride. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the V-feeders on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Goes right back to McBride. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score. Big 6 for the Bears touchdown. fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Cousins now to throw on first down. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cousins here going to change the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw again. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to get...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are... There he goes, left side. He's on his way. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Chicago. Antonio Gibson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Don't jump. Ready?
They run the toss now with Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Cousins again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Go.
A quick throw outlined to Mooney. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 138 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Oh, they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On the option right is Fields. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final.